Hi guys. So a lot of you guys are coming in the comments telling me to go listen to the Winter Donovan alleged live that she did, that there's multiple YouTube bloggers out there reporting about it, and also other fake people trying to impersonate Salamandra, the mother of Shanquella, and other people. The reason why I have not reported on the Winter Donovan live is because I personally think it's not real. So I just needed to come on live and talk about that because a lot of people keep requesting that I do a live on it, but it's not a real live. There has been no verification that it is her. We have not seen her physically on video giving a statement of any sort. There are a lot of people out there impersonating Winter, impersonating. There's also a fake live out there with someone pretending to be Diogene. I've seen that floating around. I've seen pretty much all of it. So if people keep commenting in my messages telling me to report on it, I don't report on it if I don't believe it. So these people, there's people out there who are trolls who are trying to pretend to be Diogene. They're pretending to be Winter Donovan and give fake lives, and people believe it. I've seen fake people trying to pretend to be Malik, some people pretending to be Salamandra. So you guys have to kind of use your reasonableness and analysis to see if it's true. Number one, you can tell even by the voice. The voice doesn't even match the same voice that we hear on some of the social media lives and stories that we've seen with Donovan when she was, for example, playing the game with Shanquella and everybody when she was doing the push-ups, and when you heard her voice on the fighting video when she was saying, why does she have to fight back? The voice doesn't even match this fake person who's going around pretending to be her. So the reason why I haven't reported on that, guys, is because I don't think it's real. So just be careful, guys. A lot of people are out there reporting on this fake news when it's not real. But also, Salamandra spoke about it on this in this interview, so I wanted to play it just so you can hear from her and her perspective about all the fake impersonators out there who are pretending to be these people. And I'm sorry I had to come on here and talk about this, guys, but I've received an insurmountable amount of people asking me to play the Winter Donovan live, play the Diogene live. I've already looked at those lives and they're not real, in my opinion. So that's why I'm not going to, I'm not going to compromise my integrity to report on something that I personally don't believe to be real. I'm just not going to. So I had to do this live to let you guys know.
You all have done a wonderful job and have gotten it all over. I have people from Africa everywhere telling me about it.
A lot has changed since we first spoke with Salamandra Robinson. The search for answers in her daughter's death in San Jose del Cabo has changed from feeling ignored to feeling validated. But as information emerges, separating fact from fiction has proven difficult. Fake Instagram accounts have emerged, pretending to be Robinson's friends who were with her on the trip, Shanquella herself, and even her mom, claiming things her real mom knows nothing about.
Oh, not me. I have put anything on Instagram in probably 5 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not my Instagram. I didn't share that.
Salamandra says she's still trying to piece things together. She knows the police report and death certificate give conflicting information about Robinson's cause of death, time of death, and the fact that she was with a doctor for 3 hours at the villa before she died.
Mexico, I just think they didn't care. They just didn't care. And they just wrote down what they told them. All of them had plotted this and my beliefs. And they just said that it was alcohol poison. And when the police came in to investigate, they could have looked at her and seen that she had been jumped on.
Robinson expressed displeasure with the doctor, saying she didn't do enough to save her daughter and didn't recognize her injuries.
She had a knot on her head, lip was busted, eye was, even the guy said she had a bloodshot eye. The doctor didn't do their job either.
Robinson is now pleading with the public and those on the trip to share any remaining video and information that could help their family learn the full truth.
I want everything to come out because I want the truth, what happened to my child, and I want justice done. So I want all the videos to be released, everything out there.
Morgan Francis, Queen City News.
Queen City News, that's it on top of this story, this very developing story, I should say, too. And we will continue to bring you the new details as we learn new information. Stay up to date with this mystery in Mexico. You can head to our website at qcnews.com and download our news app to be the first.
And I find it interesting, though, that I know that a lot of us are saying we believe it was a setup. My personal opinion is I believe it was a setup, but not to necessarily murder this girl. I think it was a setup to jump her, to beat her up, and it went too far. And then once she did, become unconscious, and the doctor got involved and weren't able to revive her, and that's when you can see that intent start to change from no longer trying to get her medical help, but to try to cover up their crime, which in my opinion, then it changed from, intending to just jump her to now, I'm not going to do anything to get this girl the help she needs to live because she may possibly tell on us. You know what I mean? So people's intent can change over time. People change over time. So we can't just say, because they didn't initially intend for her to be brutally murdered the way she was, it doesn't, the intent doesn't change over time. So I do think it was a setup in terms of them jumping this girl. I think that because you could just look at the energy and see in those different videos that we looked at how they did not like her. And it's very sad. And there was a lot of jealousy that came to play. Another thing that we didn't talk about Shanquella was a beauty queen. I saw a picture. I can't find it anymore. I wish I could find it. I don't know where I seen it. Guys, I watched so many videos, but I seen a video with Shanquella with a pretty crown and sash. And I was like, wow, that makes sense. Why she had a lot of haters. Because for some reason, beauty queens have a lot of haters. She did, stuff like that too. I don't know if she did it maybe in her high school years or whatever. If I find that video, guys, if I find that picture, I'll do another video on it. But anyways, I needed to come on here and talk to you guys about just some of the reports about all the misinformation. Be very careful. I know a lot of you guys care about this case, and a lot of you guys are online looking at all these different bloggers. Some of these bloggers are out here just getting views, and you guys are falling for it, thinking these people are really talking to Wintergreen. I keep calling her Wintergreen, guys. Why do I keep calling her Wintergreen? Maybe because she was jealous, the green eye, whatever. Anyways, Winter Donovan or Diogenes, or, maybe they say that there was a post on Salamandra's Instagram when Salamandra hasn't even been online for 5 weeks. So one thing you can really look out for, if you don't physically see Donovan on live, you can't see her face, and you can't see Diogenes' face, I would side eye that fake recording. Because you can compare it to Nazir, who went on live, and you physically saw him on live. You knew without a shadow of a doubt that that was him speaking because he actually physically was on live. You have to think, why would these people go on live and be hiding out their identity? Come on, guys. You might say, she's hiding her identity because she doesn't want to be seen because she's involved with an investigation. Well, everybody already knows what she looks like. We already know her identity. So why would she hide now? There's no reason to, because we already know who she is. So if you don't see them physically on camera talking, I would side eye that recording. It's a lot of fake news out there, and that if you don't see me report on it, it's not because I haven't seen it. I've seen pretty much everything out there because I'm constantly researching this. If I don't report on it, it's because I don't think it's valid. So I'm not going to do any videos on it. All right. Okay. Take care, guys. Have a good night.